Hey guys, we're going to look at a practice buddy today for 12-7, which is going to build on what we learned yesterday as far as our number lines go, our line plots, and then measuring things with a ruler. And today you're only measuring with whole inches and half inches, whereas yesterday you were working on quarter inches, and that was proving to be a little tricky. So I'm hoping that today you might find this to be a little bit easier than what we worked on yesterday. But we're also going to be working on the computer, which makes it a lot different too. And so we're going to work through a couple of problems just together in this video and kind of show you how to think a little bit through these, and then you'll try some on your own. Remember, on your practice buddies, you're always trying to get 80%. You can have your button for question help if you're stuck, and you've got your similar problem button if you would like to do more of a particular type of question. So in this particular problem, we have a bunch of yarn. And we're going to be measuring the yarn to the nearest half of an inch. And we're going to write the length of each piece. So let's take a look at the yarn. There they are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what your book is going to do is give you a ruler to go with each piece of yarn. And so there's our 6 pieces now and what they look like compared to the ruler. Okay, so if we've got our length of yarn 1, here's number 1. We're trying to figure out how far it is. So we're thinking first of how many whole inches did it go by? Whole inches are the bigger numbers. And then today, all you have to worry about is, does it go another half inch past? Okay, and we'll talk through a little bit of that too, okay? So let's look at number 1. It's going to right here. There's the red line dropping all the way down. So it goes 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches to get to that red line. And it doesn't go past it. It doesn't go to the next half inch. So that one is just 3. Okay. Okay. The length of yarn 2. So here's yarn 2. So it starts to get a little tricky. First, I want to count the whole inches. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 whole inches, and then half of the next inch. See that? So how we have to type our answer is we're going to put 3 for the whole number. Then to make that half, we have to push the space bar. And then we do the 1/2, where you use this button down here for the fraction. So this now says 3 whole inches plus half of the next inch. And that's how we would make 3.5. Okay. Let's look at yarn 3. Yarn 3 goes 1, 2. All right, easy enough. All right, your turn. Try number 4. Figure out the answer. Pause me if you need to. And come back when you're ready. For number 4, I got starting at 0, goes to 1. So I got 1. All right, the length of yarn 5. Here's yarn 5. Again, pause. Try to see if you can figure it out before you just take my answer. Okay, counting whole inches, we're going 1, 2, 3, and then half of that next inch. So this is 3.5. Again, 3 space 1/2 to put that answer in. Okay, and number 6 is going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm all done with that picture there. Okay, so there should be the measurements of that yarn. Let's see if we're right. Yay, I got them all right. I'm so excited when I get them all right. But if I didn't, I would try them again. Now find the length of another length of yarn. So up here, I've got the yarn for problem number 6. We're going to measure this new piece to the nearest half an inch. Oh, this one's all by itself. Try it. Don't just take my free answer. Try it. See what you can get. What'd you get? Pause me if you need to. Okay, here I go. I hope you have a number in your head. 1, 2, 3.5. So this should be 3.5. 3 space 23. 3 space 1 over 2. Get that one right? Yes. That's always a good feeling. And now we have one more part. Okay, so here's the line plot and what they look like on a computer, because we're not really going to be making our own. We have to figure out which one of these matches with this. Okay, and what I like to do is kind of, I'm going to look first. Look, there's 3 of the 3.5s. 1, 2, 3. So let's go check that on the graph. Let's go see if all of these graphs have 3 at the 3.5. It only has 1. Can't be that one. It has 0. Can't be that one because it's supposed to have 3 of them. That one. That one. I don't see any of them that have 3.5 inches. Well, let's check another number. Let's see. 1. How many of them have a 1 inch? This one doesn't have any 1 inches. This one doesn't have any 1 inches. This one doesn't have any 1 inches. I think it's this one. And maybe they're not asking us about the numbers, that yarn for number 6 that we did an extra. I really think it's this one. But let's see. Do I have a number 2? Yep. And do I have 2 3s? I do. And I have 2 3.5s. If I ignore that number from problem number 6, I think D is the answer. I'm going to cross my fingers. I'm right. So I guess we're not adding that new one to our number line, even though that's what we did in class. We always added that new one to our number line. Let's look at one more problem here, and then you can go and work on your own. Very similar. We've got some objects. Looks like we've got a pen and a crayon and a pencil and a marker, and we're going to record these measurements. Okay, all right. We got longer inches going on here. So it doesn't even fit on my screen. Let's see. Let's do this purple pen. It is landing right at 4 inches. So I'm going to click that little button to make that go. See it disappear down in the corner. That pen was 4. Let's click that and open it back up. How big is that pencil? Let's see. You got it? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.5. So remember to put 5 space 1 over 2. How big is this crayon? Line is at the 5 exactly. So 5. And then the length of that marker starts at 0. It ends right there. So it's past the 4, halfway between the 4 and the 5. That makes 4.5. 4 space 1 half. Check. All right. So far, so good. All right, now we have to find the line plot that matches our numbers we had up here. So I'm looking for a 4, 4.5, 5, and 5.5. I need 1 at each of those. Let's see. Looking at the 4 first, let's check. Oh, this one doesn't have anything at the 4, so it can't be that one. This one does. It could be that one. This one doesn't have anything at the 4. This one does. So I've already gotten rid of A and D. Those are no's. What's next? So 4.5. I should have one at 4.5. This one has one at 4.5. This one is at 4.5. That's good. 5. I have a 5 and I have a 5. Excuse me. 5.5. 5.5. No. 5.5. So that's really what you got to do. Compare those numbers that you put up in the top to the graph below, and then check and you're going to be fine. Okay, so you are measuring to the half of an inch. Remember, if it's longer than the whole number, then it's a half today. And when we get back together in school, we're going to work some more on those quarter inches. All right, you've got practice buddy homework and practice for 12-7 to go work on. Please work hard. If you need help, use your tools. You've got the question help, and you've got your inbox if you need me. All right, go work hard. Good luck.